Hello friends, in the series of BSc IPF today we will talk about ETF. In last few sessions we have discussed or we have seen the difference between gold ETF and gold fund. Today as a small investor, what are the benefits or opportunities one can get while investing in ETF, we will discuss about it. As the word itself says, it is an exchange traded fund, so it is a mutual fund which is traded in the exchange. When you are trading in the exchange, you have to have the demat account, so demat account is mandatory while investing in ETF. There are many popular ETFs in the world. So popularity of ETFs is getting increased day by day. In India, there are various ETFs, but one of the popular ETFs are index ETFs and gold ETFs. There are Nasdaq ETFs, there are some debt ETFs, gilt ETFs, so on and so forth. But the most popular ETFs are index ETFs and gold ETFs. As it is a fund, it is a passive fund. First of all, fund manager cannot put his own strategy to it, and if it is an index fund, it will replicate the returns of index, and if it is a gold ETF, it will replicate the returns of gold. It is a passive fund. It is actively traded in the stock markets. So if we have to consider the index fund and the index ETF, if it is an index fund, if the closing price of a market is 100 today and tomorrow it is closing again at 100, so it will talk about the closing price only 100 and 100. But in the next trading session, if market falls from 100 to 70 and again coming back to 100, in ETF, its unit price is called as a NAV again in ETF. Its NAV will be proportional to the underlying, and here the underlying is Sensex. So if Sensex is falling, its NAV will also fall. And if you are putting money through ETF, you will get the opportunity to invest at the lower price also, where this opportunity or this facility is not available in index fund. But if you are putting in index ETF, so you can buy at 100, you can buy at 90, you can buy at 70, you can buy at 85, or whatever is the price. So NAV changes as per the real time changes in the underlying, which is a Sensex in our example. So that opportunity one can get. Buying and selling can be done as per the brokerage structure. Whatever the broker is charging, you have to pay that. Expense ratio is lesser than the actively managed fund. We have made a separate session on tracking error. One can have a look at it. If dividend companies declaring a dividend, then this can be a reason for a tracking error. If index is changing, that can be a reason for a tracking error. It is observed that 10%, so 30 companies are in the Sensex, so 10% comes out to be 3. So 3 times, it is just observation, 3 times in 6 index changes. So fund manager have to sell the existing company stocks and you have to buy a new company stocks. So these are the reasons for tracking error. Here we have just made a comparison between open-ended index funds and the gold funds between the ETF. Demat is mandatory in ETF. SIP is not available in ETF, where you can do SIP in index fund or a gold fund. And the most important thing, availability and the flexibility or a liquidity is provided through fund only in the fund, but while in the case of ETF, it is provided through stock exchange or the stock market also, because investors are buying and selling it. So this is how the ETF works. ETFs are beneficial for those who are having the skilled knowledge about this topic, who can put that much time, who can take that much effort. For those it is important, for those it can be beneficial. So if you are able to put that much time, then ETFs is the solution for you. So we have discussed about ETFs. Thank you very much for liking our sessions. Don't forget to write your name along with your email address in the comment section, and don't forget to say thanks to SEBI and BSc IPF. Stay home, stay safe.